everyone, welcome back to another video here. I hope everyone is doing well, and I'm very excited because I did get my Annie's bead box of her Simply Beads. So I have not opened it yet, so I'm going to open it up with you guys here and we can create what is in the box. So everyone, I hope that you will enjoy this, and this is great for beginners, like I've mentioned in my previous video regarding the Annie's Simply Beads subscription. And the information will be left in the description box if you're interested in this. Again, I don't have a coupon code. I'm not affiliated. I just think this is great for beginners and simply anybody who just wants to create something and don't want to have to think of a design. We know that that is a lot of fun. And also, the earrings that I am wearing here, I'm thinking of doing a tutorial on that. I just finished them now. I was just too excited and I wanted to get them finished and start wearing them. And so I think I'll do a tutorial on this type, on this style at some point. So as you can see, we did that flat bead, flat twist bracelet, so it's kind of the same thing, except I'm using square check beads here. They are a 3.5 millimeter. So, and then I use some at dangle. So yeah, I will I'll do a video on those at some point. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around and let's begin. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm going to start with the precious word of the day or of the night, or whatever time that you are watching this. This is from Proverbs 13, verse 10. Where there is strife, there is pride, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. Okay, so I hope you'll heed that advice. All right, let's get going on our Annie's Simply Beads unboxing. So as you can see, here it is, and I have my scissors ready to go. Actually, I may not even need it. Let me see if I can just tear this from here. Sorry about my big old sweatshirt. It's kind of chilly in here right now. I just got home. And let's see. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. Oh my. This is so exciting, because I was looking at some of their designs that they had on their website, and my eye caught this. This is amazing. Sorry for the light. This is with shell beads. Oh, this is perfect. Shimmering Tide. Yes, this is so perfect, and certainly in honor of Wendy. I am so excited. So let's see what we have. All right, so this here, of course, is the Shimmering Tide, and it says Mother of Pearl Flat Rounds, Freshwater Pearls, and Mother of Pearl Nuggets. Create a stunning set for everyday wear. Absolutely, so I cannot wait to get started. Let's see what we have. So, of course, it shows what we have here. So the Mother of Pearl Flat Rounds, 18 millimeter, 30 millimeter. Mother of Pearl Nuggets. We have freshwater pearls. We have some head pins. We have some ear wires. We have lobster claw clasp and jump rings. And it tells us that we'll need a beading mat, of course, 4-in-1 tool, ruler, and that was given to me on my first shipment. And so we have, I think it looks like 2 different types of chain here, a Rollo chain, and then this one almost looks like it's a braided, some sort of braided chain. So yeah, this is going to be really nice. And so they're showing us the dangles here, and how we are to connect them here, and that's where the Rollo chain is down on the bottom. All right, so why don't we begin So as you can see here, the bracelet assembly pattern. So we're probably going to have to count from each side here. So we can actually put the clasp on that part, the Rolo chain. Let's see. Don't mind me. Let's see. Yeah, that is, because see they have the clasp right there. So I'm wondering if, oh, that's a bracelet assembly. Oh, hello, ding, ding, ding. I'm really not looking at the necklace. I'm like, why would they put a clasp on the bottom part of the necklace? All right, well, it's not that way. So they are giving us enough to make a bracelet as well and some earrings. So I guess whatever's left over, we can choose to do either one. So essentially, we are going to be, we can do a bracelet and we can do the earring set. And if we're going to have this part here, that would be for the necklace. So let's just dive in and see what we got. All right. Okay, so I just pulled them out, and let's start with the chain that we have here. Take a look at it. And this is like that antique bronze or antique brass. Oh yeah, this is such a really, really nice style here. I'm going to make sure it's all straightened out. Wow. This is really nice. Look at that. Okay. And then we have, this is that Rolo chain, same color. All the findings are of this antique brass or antique bronze. Wow, this is actually nice because it's kind of tiny. And, you know, sometimes you get that big bulky Rolo chain, but this is perfect. And what's nice is you don't feel any sharp edges. You know, I really do like the findings that Annie Simply Beads has. This is really nice. There's nothing sharp in there. I really like that. Okay. And we have some findings here, as you can see, but I like to always check to make sure that the clasps work. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have to find one of my own. Yeah, these are the smaller ones. So they might be stuck at first. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Did it go in my sleeve? Uh-oh. All right. Yeah, it's because I think when they seal them, you got to pop them. Yeah, I'll get that in a minute. Yeah, I'm just going to have to pop those in a bit. So it looks like we have some 6mm here. Yep, they're all 6mm. Oh, and of course my favorite style of ear wire, that they don't have the ball and coil on them. I just love them just like that. And they give you an extra one. And your ear backs. Okay, cool. All right, so we got some 6mm. I can always measure those, so it's probably 6mm on the inside diameter and 7 on the out. All right, yeah, and I'll definitely have to pop those in a minute. And we got some head pins. Now these are smaller, they're not long ones, so clearly you don't need a lot, but I like to test to see how strong they are. And they are pretty strong, which is nice because you can make a simple loop without having to worry about it just being so flimsy and falling apart. And we have our little freshwater pearls. So these look like that they had been dyed or something to give it more of the sand look color instead of... Oh, yeah, I can open them. My fingers are still so cold. You know, I talked to my neighbor this morning, and she's like, well, it looks like you may not even have to turn your heat on. She turns her heat on to 60, but it gets to like 85 degrees in her apartment. And if she turns it on 50, then it like nothing happens. So she's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, so to speak. And yeah, so she's like, I don't know what else to do, you know. So yeah, so these are like rondelle shape, as you can see. Wow, so these are like definitely some different shapes, but definitely more of a rondelle shape. That's really neat. I've never seen freshwater pearls in a rondelle shape. That is so cool. I really like that. All right. And we're going to go with the 18 millimeter mother of pearl shells. Oh, I'm so excited. This is just so exciting. Look at that. Oh, and look, you can still see like the part of the shell on the back of that. Wow, totally natural. And look at the beauty on the inside of that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these are definitely, this is so pretty. Look, it's still got seaweed. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is so amazing. Absolutely amazing. So look at that. Amazing. All right, let's put that over here. Oops. And we have now, whoops. Of course, when you don't have, or, I mean, the finger works, but with the Band-Aid, everything is so slippery, so I'm going to have to not use that finger when I'm trying to grab onto some stuff today. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, these are absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And you know what? Not a single broken one. That is, to me, is amazing. And I love the curve. Look at that. You could see where it was the end of the back part of that, that shell right there. Oh my goodness. And the outer scaling. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I am just amazed. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. And these are the nuggets, the mother of pearl nuggets. Oh, I just can't get over it. I am so excited. Oh, look at how pretty. Look at this. Look at how pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my. And look at this shape. That is so cool. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is definitely for me. It's mine, all mine. Look at how pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Okay. All right. So let's begin with the necklace. And of course, whatever we have left over, obviously, if there's enough to make the bracelet, that's what I'm going to do. Oh my goodness, I'm just so excited. All right, so let me, let's I'm going to pick out the pieces that we're going to make to start the necklace, and I'll be right back. All right, so what I'm going to begin with here is just to do the earrings. There's definitely enough here for a bracelet, the necklace, and obviously the earrings here, which I think is amazing because for the price, everything that I got is $27 and change, because that includes the tax and the shipping. So it's $19.99 plus the tax and the shipping, and it comes to $27 and change. And to be able to get 3 items out of this, or even 2 items, most of these boxes I can tell that you can get at least 3 pieces. I will begin with this because I've already started to divide the chain for the top part of the necklace here. And this is going to take a lot of work because each piece of the nuggets and the pearls has to get a simple loop done. Okay, and I have 4mm jump rings here. And I found those in my stash because to make the earrings, obviously putting a jump ring through, this goes this way, and then the earrings go this way. So you want to be able to have that earring going this way so this stands out straight so that it can be seen, and this is not, outward like that, facing away from, towards the front where it can dangle to be seen more. So I found 2 of the antique bronze or antique brass, whatever. I can never tell the 2 or I forget which one is which. And the head pins here. So I'm going to start with, taking one of the freshwater pearls and bend that. And we're going to make our loop. And I want to do it this way because I want to show you that you can also, we're not doing a wrap. You could do a wrap, and that is simply because we don't have a whole lot of space in here. So I'm going to try it that way, even though this is calling for a simple loop. But there's still enough room to get 1 or 2 wraps around it. Okay. So essentially, oops, I want to make sure I don't have that up so far. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about the perfection of these loops because this is all organic. So if these are not perfect as in the shape of the loops, that's okay. I think because it'll give it more of that organic look, but you definitely have enough to do the little wraps. Okay. And then you can just come on in and snip that off. And I had to take my Band-Aid off my finger because I could not make any loops. I couldn't do anything. And in fact, my hand was starting to cramp, with constantly using only these 2 fingers. So I can use it for certain things, but to continually use them throughout the entire process, no. So I got a boo-boo on my finger. My fingernail is, it got torn, and so it's ended up too short, and yeah, so it was not pleasant. And so I wanted to keep the Band-Aid over it, for one, just to keep any bacteria out. Number 2, it's unsightly. I don't even like looking at it because, I don't bite my nails. I try to trim them whenever they get jagged or anything, but sometimes things happen. Okay, so we got 1 down. Let's get the other one. And as you can see, it's more rounded on one side and flatter on the other. So I want the rounded part hanging towards the bottom. And this way, as we make our wrap loop around there, it'll just give it a cute little design. So you can just bend that over. See, it makes it its own little natural little spacing in there for you to get your wraps done. So you don't need to be exact. And I just happen to like that this will have a more organic look to it, which I'm glad they chose this color, because it's definitely, you know, it's more of the earthy tone. Okay. And let's see. So yeah, you can make a messy wrap if you want. You can make it a little bit neater. It's totally up to you. Whoops, everything's sticking there because it's magnetic. I put my tools on a magnet bar, so they become magnetized, and so therefore any other metals that are hanging around will stick to my tools. And they don't want to come off. Okay, so I hope you can see that. I'm going to go in and just put that in there. Okay. And again, I'm not worried about the perfection of these, because I think that they are just so adorable in being organic. Okay. Now I am going to very simply open up a jump ring. Okay, open it up enough, because you're going to have to get it through the clamshell. Okay, and I'm going to go through the back only because I'm right-handed, and so this way then I can add to that. And then add, oops, can't add the ear wire yet. So I want to go ahead and close that. And then I can go ahead and add the smaller one. So I think I might have to change my tool, because that flat nose, even though it's a mini flat nose, it's still too big, and I don't want to have that much taken up too much space around this very tiny jump ring. So make sure that's hanging in the front. I am going to, oh, no. Hold on, guys. Okay, I just had to go get another one. It's too tiny. It actually would match my rug, and I would be there for eternity looking for it. So no thank you. So let's try that again. So I just grabbed another one in case one decides to go flying again. All right, so now we have that. I'm going to try to hold on to that. I just want to open it up a wee bit. I'm going to put it on the jump ring, and I want to make sure that my ear wire is going to be facing the proper way. Okay, so be like that. Oops. Okay. Why does that feel strange? Okay. So yes. So as you can see with the ear wire, this is facing outward, as we always do with our making our earrings. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Look at that shimmer. It truly is, you know, it's an amazing name for this, the Shimmering Tide. It is so amazing. Can you imagine all of these as you're standing at a distance and watching all these shells shimmer like this in the sand. And look at you even get the like teal colors and the yellows, and look, even some purple and violet blue. Oh my goodness, I am absolutely amazed. All right, let's do the other one. Very easy. It seems easy, but I have to tell you, I'm tired again. It's getting towards the end of the week, and I kind of get tired, and you know, having a long day at work. And I'm going to put that on, close that up. Okay. And take that. Sorry, my stomach is growling again. I just ate too. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put that on. Make sure that our ear wire is going in the right direction. I hope I was not out of frame for that. Anyway. What's going on? Okay. Just want to make sure it's not all crooked. Okay. And there's the other one. So let's put them together. And like I said, I'm going to be busy getting these nuggets and things together, and so that we can get the necklace put together. And of course, I'll show you a few of them, and then I'll do it off of camera because, you know, you shouldn't have to sit and watch each and every piece that I put on there. There's many. So yeah, I think that is so cute, so simple, so earthy. I just love it. All right, everyone, I will get that stuff done. I'll be back with getting our dangles and things together for our necklace. All right, so what I did here was I laid everything out, and we have to make sure that we count the chain on the links on the chain to make sure that they are equally apart, and we'll go from there. There's a lot here. So I got all my loops and things done, and I could probably make another set of earrings and the bracelet, but that I'll just do separately. So it's going to be the same process with the bracelet, just not as much. Okay, so there'll probably just be the smaller ones here for the bracelet, with one pearl for each and one nugget in between each, and that is going to be your dangle bracelet. But here is more of a cluster, and so we're going to try to get this on. I will do a few pieces, and then I'll just do the rest off, and then I'll bring it back and then show you where I place them, because I think it's just going to be easier that way, so that you don't have to sit here and watch me try to get them in between and all this other stuff. But what I did do is I already attached from this 8-inch, and I got the exact center, and basically what I did was I took both ends, put them on a wire, and then the center one that hangs down in the middle is the one that you want to grab, and that's where you're going to start with your center, because we're going to work outward. So from the center, you're going to count 6, and then attach the next one, 6 from there, and attach, and so on. So what I'm going to do is try to just get these here in the frame of the camera, and we'll work with that, and then we'll go ahead and do these. But essentially, these are the pieces that we're going to be attaching to this chain. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to start right here. Now, since I added it, I'm going to have to reopen that jump ring to add. This would be dangle A, the pearls are dangle B, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to have to keep laying down our chain so that it's nice and straight, because we don't want it twisted, because we want them to all lay in the same direction, and so that they're not flip-flopping or one's up and one's down. They need to all be dangling downward. Okay, so we're going to just reopen this one, and we're going to put on dangle A, and close it. Maybe should I turn that around? No, I like that the way it's facing. Make sure your jump rings are nice and closed, nice and even. Okay. Okay, now we have to lay this back out, and we have to make sure that it's straight. Okay, and not twisted, because we're going to have to count 6. Since we are here in the center, now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be this one right here, and we want to make sure that we get to the bottom. And I know this is magnetized, and this is not going to make it too easy at the moment with it being magnetized like that. All right, so it's flat. So I'm going to use something else to count it out and pick it up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you see how it's facing, we want to make sure that we get to the bottom and we don't hook it up at the top. So anything below these two here. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that's where we're going to hook one of our small ones with dangle B, and we do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and get a jump ring, and these are 6 millimeter on the outer diameter and probably 5 on the center. I brought in a couple of mine if I decide I want to connect with if I need to connect 2. I also have my own 4 millimeter and my own 5 millimeter from my stash in the exact same color, so just in case if I don't want to have large jump rings, or the 6 millimeter here. Okay, so what we want to do is go ahead and put this in the smaller one with the dangle. Gonna have to hold on to that. Okay, and then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I want to make sure I get it at the bottom there. So again, this is where we're going to have to constantly be readjusting this chain. Okay, so I have it at the bottom. And then, of course, when you hold it like that, you'll be able to see that they're both hanging at the bottom here. Okay. Then we go ahead and lay it out again, because now we're going to go to the left and count 6 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be that one here. And we'll go ahead and grab another small one. I kind of have them in the area that I need them. and the nuggets will take care of afterward. So we'll go ahead and grab another 6mm jump ring. Go ahead and put that on there with our dangle bee. And if you notice here, I did a nice messy wrap because it's, you know, it's organic looking. So I just wanted to get that organic look and was not too neat about it. I just think it looks adorable that way. So now we're going to hold on to that end and make sure we have the right one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if you can grab it with your fingers, maybe I can pick it up here, and then it's all magnet. Hold on. All right, I just don't want to lose my space, my place right there. Okay, so it's that one right there, and we want to get it right in there. Oops. All right, guys, hold on. I'm going to do that one off camera. Okay, I got it on there. So even though this is beginner friendly because it's easy, it is going to be time consuming. So if you don't have patience, this may not be for you. This is going to take patience. And again, you know, doing this and seeing the end result after, you know, all that hard work and patient work, it's absolutely worth it. Okay. So now from here, we are going to now alternate. So now for every 6th, you're going to alternate big, small, big, small, big, small. Okay. And you'll have 3 more to go of the big ones on this side and 3 more to go of the smaller ones on this side. So remember, the bigger ones have dangle A, which are the nuggets, and the smaller ones have dangle B, which are the freshwater pearls. So that is what's going to be on those, and then the in-between is going to be filling in those areas with the nuggets. And so I am going to go ahead and count from here. Now we're going to count 6 from there. Okay. You're counting 6 from it. You don't count that as 1. You count the next one as 1 and then go. So it's basically like every 7th ring. Okay. So I'm going to do a couple and then I'll be back and to, I guess, show you if there's anything that I see different or feel different, or if maybe it's too far apart, but that is based on the directions in the in the little pamphlet. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm on my last one and I apologize if the angle looks a little different. My holder for the phone broke, so I had to grab my other one. But it doesn't quite fit exactly, so I'm going to have to go and make some arrangements so that everything is ready to go for my next recording. So I'm on the last one here. So I got my chain, should be nice and straight. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up the jump ring. I'm going to add on my dangle first and then this, and I'm going to be hooking it from there. So what I did was throughout doing this, it was easier for me to take the smallest part of my This is my 4-in-1 crimp, Zeron crimp. And it was just easier for me to go and grab the end with the tiny thing. Because grabbing with my fingers, it was too big. It was covering up the hole. And I was having difficulty getting this jump ring in there. So using this to pick it up, and you'll see. So once I start counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. Just want to make sure I can see that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the very end and just lift it up and get that jump ring right in there. Okay. And then I can go ahead and close that up. Okay. Now, this is what we have so far. So on the end, you only have a couple left, and that is where obviously you're going to make your connection to the larger chain. So I want to get it nice and straight. I can see it. Okay, there it is. All right. So now we want to make sure that when we get everything set up, just make sure that everything is dangling where it needs to be dangling. Just trying to grip onto it. Okay. And then the other end. And here you have your necklace. And it's just looking so beautiful. And I just love this shimmer. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, but I definitely want to make sure that it's still straight. Because, again, even on the last and final connection, you don't want it twisted. Otherwise, these beads will flip over. Because I have them all in the right direction. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to connect them to the other chain, simply because I want to get these other nuggets on, and I don't want to have to keep fighting with whether it's twisted or not. So if I can at least get this on while it's straight, then I'll make the connection to these, and then we'll go ahead and add the rest of the nuggets. So I have these for this side, and I have more for this side, although not this one. Oh, look what I found. Is it this one? Yes, look, it's got this has got 2 holes, and it goes all the way through. As you can see. It looks like a little piggy nose. I was like, no way. So I could actually use this if I'm going to, get my other 2-hole beads and do something. I don't know. But yeah, so I have, oops, sorry, I hit my camera. So I have 2, 4, 6 here, 2, 4, 6 here. So I have 6 on from the center out. So I have 12 altogether. But I definitely want to get this chain connected. All right, and I think, so I had already measured these out, like I said before in the beginning. And so it ended up being where, as you can see, it's a double link chain, but the one that's at the end is single. Okay. So I'm going to lay it flat. So each end has one single one left. And I know I don't have enough room here in the camera. So I want to try to work with one end here and still want to make sure this is nice and straight. Okay. And it just, I love the sound of that. Okay. Oh. See, again, I don't have my death grip anymore. I can't seem to hold on to anything, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna let it spin. All right, I'm gonna do this off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, I have it straight and I just have it facing this direction because I want to be able to add a nugget onto each end here. So I'm going to take one from each side. Let's see. Just take one from each side here. And so there's 5 each left. So what I'd like to do is take a smaller jump ring. Yeah, I'll take the 5mm. Okay, so that's where I'm going to start for now. So I just so I can keep these jump rings here because I doubled up on them. I'm going to keep those together by just adding a jump ring with this and connecting the two. So I'm going to go ahead and put them through the two, add that on, and then just close this up. I'm going to do the same for the other side. And then we'll go ahead and add the chain. So we got this one. Gonna go ahead and add that. Add the nugget or dangle A. And make sure that's closed. I want to make sure that the necklace stays in the same direction. Okay. All right, now we can go ahead and add the chain. So we don't even have to add a jump ring. What we can do is just open this up. Now, as you can see, it's curved. So when you go to open this, just make sure you know that your tools are going to be on an angle based on the angle of of this link here. Okay, so this is a bit more challenging when you try to bring it back into getting it closed. Your tools are not going to be directly across from each other. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and open that, and we will connect it to the two. Okay. And then we'll close that up. Yeah, it wants to turn on you, so be careful. That's the bit of a challenge right there. Okay, we got that side done. I'm just going to leave it there, and we'll grab the other one. Same thing. Open this up. Now again, you don't have to do it exactly like this when you want to continue to embellish this with the rest of your nuggets if you happen to have this kit. So you can just start placing them. Obviously, you'll have, a few spaces in between that you can play with and add dangles if you want to add extra stuff from your stash. You can do that. I was wondering why I couldn't open it. I was not on the link part, open part here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and scoop those two. And get back here to close that. Okay. All right. So this is what we have so far. Okay. Sorry. This phone holder is not like my other ones, so it may be a little bit more wobbly when I hit it. So far that's what we have, and it's now what you can do is you could either leave it like that, and or you can add your nuggets. Right now what I'm going to do is add the clasp here, and then I'll go ahead and finish off the nuggets off camera, and I'll be back. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. So it's just a jump ring and your clasp, whatever clasp you choose. If you have the kit and you want to use that one, or you want to go into your stash and add your own clasp, that's fine. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, this is the final piece for Annie's Simply Beads for the Shimmering Tide. And I have the necklace up a little bit so that you can see the whole thing. And I'm going to try to turn this around so you can see that I have that chain is long. And I also put a not an extender, but just a dangle with a nice chain. And I put the remaining beads that I have here, the mother of pearl. Okay, and let me just take this down, and I'll show you the earrings that I have made also with those left over. And so the shells that were left over, I have one left of each. And actually what's funny is on the large one here, there was that last one that was left over, and I never even looked at it, but it never even had a hole in it. So it worked out where I just happened to pick up every bead that had the hole in it except that one. And then I have where I took some gold plated stainless steel and the jump rings, and I did a couple of little dangles in there with the jonquille, I guess that's how you pronounce it, which is like a lemony yellow triangle bead at the bottom. And I have it's like a 3x2 millimeter down here. It's a darker coral, and that also is a 4 millimeter round, I think. Is it 4? No, I think it's a 3. Yeah, it might be a 3.5 millimeter round coral. So I put those in there, and then this here, that is the set that is part of the design in the Annie's bead box. And this here, I made a kind of the same thing, but I made it with studs up there and not the hooks. But I made it with the studs so that I can do what I wanted to do in the back. And that is to connect a chain, and I put a couple of those nuggets right there at the end. So those will hang in the back part behind the earlobe. So that is pretty much everything. And if you do get the subscription, you may not get this one, but it may recycle back around for you to get it at some point. We're not sure. I don't know how they do it over there. So But yes, they do have some really, really neat designs for this. And like I said in the beginning, this one takes a little bit of patience to do, because it does take for you to get these things hooked on to make sure that they are all hanging evenly and the chain is not twisted, so that they can all dangle downward when you connect your chains. Okay, so everyone, God bless, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday and many, many blessings. Everyone, I love you. God bless, and we will see you again. Bye-bye.